The first driver is always come from the consumer side, right? The growth of the internet demand because of the most of the mobile users now using more apps and digital application. We see that even like in Indonesia, the growth is always year on year is always around 40%. And then look at on the enterprise side, a lot of enterprise now adopting the cloud. So again, it drives on the connectivity demand. And then we look at on the digital players expansion in this region. You can see from all the expansion of the data center. I think in this region, looking at the Southeast Asia, the growth of the data centers around 20 to 23%. So it drives also the requirement on the connectivity. Not to mention about the AI as well. Just recently, we see a lot of expansion from the AI players in this region. That's why also the data center is growing in this region. And then some of them already deploy more on the in-country that we see that a lot of requirement from them. It's a big capacity connecting this region to the other part of the world. Yeah. In overall, the demand is there. The challenge is how to cater all this demand because we see that most of the capacity between intra-Asia, especially Singapore to Japan, and then Asia to Europe, and Asia to US also are running out the capacity. So the biggest challenge now to cater this demand is how we can provide the capacity on the supply chain. Yeah, of course, there are some development now in this region. We see some new initiative or project on the subsea cable. Telin also initiating another 7 subsea cable project to cater all this demand. But again, deploying on the subsea cable, it takes time. It can be around 2 to 5 years, depend on the geographical location. So in a way, the geopolitical situation also become one of the challenges. But we are quite optimistic on that because we have the advantage of using the Indonesian water. So we can provide a new road, new diversity on that. The other challenge is on the supply chains because we know that one of the US-based company manufacturing also already tied up with the hyperscalers project, the OTT project. So maybe if you want to use the more on the trusted, we're building on the trusted network, now only 2 available manufacturing. So less option and a lot of projects are going on. So that's become a big challenge for us. How we can secure the manufacturing, the production to make sure that it's going to be in timely manner in terms of the deployment. I think that's the big challenge. For Telin, we already position ourselves as a digital infrastructure and a platform provider, right? So we focus on this area. We keep investing in all the subsea cable, most of the subsea cable project. Now there are 4 projects ongoing, SJC2, and then the Bifrost cable, and also on the Simi-6. This is the ongoing project that we have. In the short-term period also, we acquired some capacity in some of the cable, like a piece and also Topaz cable. And then we think, but it's not going to be enough, all right? We developing, what I shared earlier, 7 cable system, what we call it ICE, Indonesia Cable Express. ICE 1 and 2 addressing the growth on the data center business in this region, like Singapore, Johor, Batam, and some of the major cities in Indonesia. The other also connecting Indonesia, Singapore, Indonesia also to the other region like Japan, and then going to US. And also we building new connectivity from Indonesia to Middle East that will be extended to Europe as well. There are 4 basic principles how we develop our subsea cable project. The first thing is we are trying to find a unique road, you know, the alternative road. What is the new road that we can provide so it create value? The second thing is we try to get the lower latency from all the project that we have from the existing one. And the third one is we are trying to get a different landing for the cable, so it provides diversity for any existing cable that already exists in the market. And then the fourth one, we want to have it DC to DC, so it makes sure that everything is going to be on the DC to DC. There is no extra charge due to the the wiring, interconnection, and everything in the cable landing station. We want that all the CLS is going to be natural for everyone. Hopefully with that, that's the approach. And of course, we are forming all the consortium for that project to make sure that we can get all the permitting and everything in time. So for all this ICE project is going to be estimated around 3 billion US dollars project, where Telin going to invest around 600 up to 620 million US dollars, because we invite also some other consortium member for all this project. So again, the focus is find the new roads. I think like we're building for the intra-Asia, Singapore, Indonesia, and then to Japan. I think that's going to be the first road that avoiding South China Sea. And then we are building also another one from Singapore, Indonesia, and then going to Middle East that can be extended to Europe as well. That's the first road connecting Indonesia to India and also to Middle East. In fact, it will provide better latency for those countries if they want to be connected to either to Japan or to West Coast in US. So I think comparing to the existing road that they have, they need to go to Singapore and then back to US. I think they will save around 40 milliseconds in terms of the latency. So it's a huge improvement. And it's going to be the first cable connecting this region. So that's become the focus for us. The ICE project will provide some alternative, even better roads from the existing one. I think this is something that everyone looking for, because talk about even Singapore, we always admit that Singapore is to become the key hub for us, all the development in this region, right? All the existing connectivity is majority going to Luzon Strait and then to Japan, going to US, one corridor. If there is anything happen, it's going to be issues in terms of the connectivity. Going to Europe also, always go to Malacca Strait, going and then going to India. So now by having this ice cable, there is another corridor connecting Singapore through Indonesian water and then connecting to all the regions. So it become a diversity road. We are very happy that we are the first carrier that initiating the connectivity from Singapore to Indonesia and then to US, that avoiding South China Sea. This IGGC-US. Now a lot of cable also following this road. So I think everybody see the value for that. So we believe that with the ICE cable, it will give not only another capacity or inventory to serve all this demand, but also giving another alternative or better road to all the providers. And we work closely to all the hyperscalers and as well as the carriers, because we want everybody join force also to provide more connectivity for this region.